Jai Shriman Narayana. Hello everyone, I am the Pauranika. Welcome to the 18th episode of Sri Mahabharata. This episode is in continuation to the Sambhava Parva of Adi Parva. Once upon a time, there was a king born in Ikshvaku lineage by name Mahabhisha. He ruled his people righteously, performed 1,000 Ashwamedha yagas, 100 Rajasuya yagas and attained heaven. One day, all the Devatas went to Satyaloka to pray to Lord Brahma. Among them, Mahabhisha was also there. When Mother Ganga came there, a strong wind blew and her clothes rose up a bit. The Devatas immediately bent their heads to not stare at her. However, Mahabhisha looked at her without any hesitation. Lord Brahma, who found this act despicable, cursed Mahabhisha. Durbuddhi, for what you have done, you do not deserve a place here. Go back to earth. There, the same Ganga will behave against you. The day you hate her, you will be freed from the curse. Then Mahabhisha thought for a while and chose the great king Pratipa as his father and born to him as his son by name Shantanu. Just for a quick recap for the viewers, King Yayati gave his kingdom to Puru and declared him as his heir, who would rule the landmass between Ganga and Yamuna. Your brothers will rule the bordering kingdoms, Yayati said to Puru. In the Puru lineage, 6 generations after him, King Dushyanta was born. We covered his story in the previous episodes. His son, with Shakuntala, was Bharata, who ruled the entire earth. 7 generations after Bharata, Kuru was born. After these great kings, the lineage got the names of Paurava Vamsha, Bharata Vamsha and Kuru Vamsha. And 5 generations after Kuru to King Pratipa, Mahabhisha was born as King Shantanu. One day, the great river Ganga, while returning from Satyaloka, met Vasus coming down. They looked worried and depressed. Being the caring mother she is, River Ganga went to them and asked, "How have you lost your forms? Is everything fine?" Mahanadi, while sage Vasishta was doing his Sandhya Upasana, the ritual of praying to the sun, we crossed him. He got angry and cursed us to be born as humans. "We cannot be born to a human lady. Please be our mother," they requested her. "Fine, I will." "Then who do you think deserves to be your father?" asked Mother Ganga. In the Kuru lineage, a great king by name Shantanu will be born as the son of King Pratipa. "We think he will be worthy to be our father," they said. Ganga smiled, remembering the curse of Lord Brahma given to Mahabhisha. "But Mother Ganga, we have a request. Please drop us into the water immediately after our birth, so that we will get rid of the curse in the shortest possible time," the Vasus said. Ganga heard them and said, "The king must not be childless. I want to leave one son for him." "Oh sure, we shall give 1/8 of our energies each and leave him a son who shall stay with King Shantanu. But he will remain childless in the human world. He'll be a great warrior with unmatchable valor, but without a progeny." Later, one day, when King Pratipa was meditating in the bank of river Ganga, Mother Ganga took the form of a divine lady. She approached him and sat on his right thigh. The king asked her, "Girl, what do you need?" Ganga, in human form, told King Pratipa, "I want to marry you," she said. Pratipa smiled and said, "If you wish to marry me, you would have sat on my left thigh, as that is meant for lovers. You chose to sit on my right thigh, which is meant for daughters or daughters-in-law. I accept your alliance for my son," he said. Mother Ganga accepted the king's proposal, but put forth the condition that his son must not restrict her or question her at any point of time. Pratipa accepted it and Ganga left. After ruling the kingdom for a long while, King Pratipa crowned his son Shantanu as the king and left to the forest for penances. Before leaving, he spoke with his son Shantanu. Son, if a divine woman ever approaches you for marriage, accept her. Do not ask her whereabouts. Do not restrict her. This will be for your good, he said and left. King Shantanu, after a long day of hunting, got tired and started walking at the bank of river Ganga. There he saw Ganga walking in a human form and lost his heart to her. He was mesmerized by her beauty. He walked up to her and asked her to marry him. Ganga, in human form, smiled, remembering her conversations with Vasus and King Pratipa. Maharaja, I'll marry you and become your queen. I'll stay with you as long as you treat me with respect. Whatever I wish to do, good or bad, you must not stop me. Never talk to me rudely. If you do so, I'll leave you immediately, she said. He accepted her conditions and took her to his kingdom. Seasons and years passed in her company. During that period, she gave birth to 8 sons and threw all of them in Ganga. Though Shantanu hated that, he never dared to oppose her, fearing separation from her. Finally, when the last son was born, he stopped her and said, "You evil woman, how can you kill your own children? Who are you?" "Who is your father?" he asked. Ganga smiled and said, "I'm the daughter of sage Jahnu. My name is Ganga." Raja, with this, my period of stay with you comes to an end. There is a divine cause behind our union. The Vasus, who were cursed by sage Vasishta, chose me as their mother and you as their father. At their request, I killed them immediately. However, I requested a son who would stay with you, and this boy is that one. He is born with the energy of Vasus. He was born with a divine purpose. My son will be called Ganga Datta. That Ganga Datta later earned the name of Bhishma. Thank you. Jai Shriman Narayana.